Look what I got today. We have issue 12 of Build the Legendary Robocop. And this is, of course, one of the models that Fan Home with also with Diagnosti or Teeny collection. I can never pronounce it right. But yeah, so moving along real quick, here's what we have for you in store. We have where designing Robocop is what this covers, and it has some nice imagery. Shows you how they did everything, put everything together, and then they got a little thing here about the Iron Maiden, and then of course we go into the meat and potatoes of what this video is covering. And what we're going to be covering today is just his upper arm. We're going to be closing it off. So if you remember where we left off, we didn't have the upper arm covered. It was just there. So once we get that completed today, I'll show you the rest of the magazine if you'd like. But if not, then we'll just keep on moving to our next video when it comes out. So let's get it cracking, guys. What do you think? Here it is, issue 12. And so here we are, guys, back down here in the bench with our arm of Robocop. And the part that we're going to be covering is just right up here in this upper arm. I'm sure, just as anybody else, that you guys were wondering what we're going to do here. But we also have some numbers on here, 1 and 2. So we're going to grab those parts and start working on this section. Okay, guys, so here we are. We're back with our Robocop. And our first piece, according to step 1, is we're going to be putting in 12 Charlie. This piece goes in first. It is going to line up with the 2 lines that are on the side. And as you know, there's only one way to put it in because it's marked. So we're going to go ahead. We're just going to place that in there. All right. I'm going to place it in there. Nice and solid. There it is, guys. It's in there. All right, so let's move on to the next. For step 2, we basically will be putting on his armor here. And this armor, okay, is already been sanded down. All the little things inside here have been sanded down, which you can see the sanding marks, but no big deal. All right, as you can see, you have 2 and you have 1. So we're gonna basically take this part, all right, which is 12 Bravo, and we're going to place it in like so, okay? And then, as I pointed out here, these are AM screws. So I'm going to take 2 AM screws. I'm going to go ahead and place them inside. Okay, it's knocked in there. And now I'm going to do the same thing on the upper half. I'm going to place in a screw here. Now, of course, I was thinking that these were just kind of probably just caps and they would plug in real easy, but it turns out that they're going to be screwed in. So I'm just going to come up here real tight for you so you guys can see. I think we're there. Yeah, so I think we're there. Came out looking pretty good. All right, so here we are now. We have this part, which is 12 Bravo, and we have 12 Alpha in my hand, and we're going to place 12 Alpha right here. I'm going to place it nice and neat right up in here, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to apply the AM screws. Let's look at that. Boom. Then we take this one and we do the same thing. In the book, it shows that you have to have it at a 90-degree angle, but I think that's kind of common sense at this juncture. So I'll lock that in there just like that. And I'm going to try to keep it as much as I can at a 90-degree angle as it showed in the book, which you'll see it here in a few. And there it is. This one's in. I don't think it's in there all the way. So I'm just going to give it a couple more turns. There we go. Now it feels like it's in. All right. So now the part is in. I think everything looks pretty good. Everything looks nice and shiny. And ladies and gentlemen, there is step 4 where you overlook. Make sure everything looks nice and neat. Everything is flush. Everything lines up, which pretty much everything does. For some reason, this seems to be a little bulged out. So I think I might just touch it up one more time with the screwdriver, and it doesn't look like it's going to go any further, but who knows, because you don't want it too tight, obviously. But that is the arm. That's everything right there, and that is it right there for us, guys, because now the right shoulder is all completed, and that will pretty much take us towards the end of this video. And so with that, just so you can see, we have the right shoulder joint. It's all done, and it does show it with the screws showing, so that's interesting. And as you can see, the purple is some of the stuff that we haven't done yet. I'm surprised that they keep this kind of area in here, but I think there's probably another layer that goes over it or something. I'm not sure, but they still show this as purple, but I get what they're trying to do. But there's the screwing tips. Now, here's what they do talk about: the electro and sparko and all that. So that's kind of interesting. So it's an interesting read if you'd like. Then they tell you about airless tires and kind of like the evolution. So I think that's kind of interesting too. And airless tires for if you're going golfing. So if you like golfing, and a little quick image of Robocop. So once again, guys, thanks again for stopping by and watching us as we build our newest model here, build the Cyborg Robocop, part man, part machine. But other than that, guys, I gotta go. So I'll see you all in the next video. Keep on modeling, guys.